Hello everybody, I'm Peter Gallop. And now, since as some of you know, Steven Universe How the Crystal Gems is going to relatively come out pretty soon. And since, as you know, I hate Steven Universe and consider that I have multiple outbursts and consider I didn't even go at my full powered outbursts, and considering the promos, it looks like I'm gonna have even bigger outbursts. I think it'll be best for myself to get a bit calmer. You know, not going over the top rakesh, which, you know, not that I'm just going to start destroying every living being. So, I'll be true. So, yeah, I think we can all agree that I need to get myself a bit prepared. And what's better way to make yourself prepared than talking about the worst of things? Which means, top 10 worst villains, people. Can you wait? Because I sure cannot wait. Now, I'll be making some rules. Since I don't know every single form media, they're possible there are going to be villains that I'm gonna be forgetting. So if you say there should be a villain that should be on this list, tell me in the comments below. Just now I wasn't aware of them, or maybe in my opinion they aren't as terrible as they are in yours. Second, video games and movies are going to be allowed. How the reason there's not gonna be more is because I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable on video games and movies. And thirdly, like I always said, this is all my opinion. So basically, if you disagree, you can disagree, but this is just my list. Also, I'm not gonna be including villains from Teen Titans Go, Powerpuff Girls, and Ben 10 Reboot and such, because, honest to God, they are the best part of those villains is when they actually beat up the fucking hero, because otherwise it's so annoying. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's start with this list. Number 10, Kitella, the god of destruction from Universe 4, who appeared in Dragon Ball Super. Now, some of you gotta be asking, why is Kitella on this list? Why isn't someone like Q or Raditz or some other terrible Dragon Ball Z and Super villains? Well, the reason why is because Kitella is fucking awful, and the way they have him treated was the worst. Like, let's really look back and think about this. The thing that basically stood up and why he was so memorable was because, keep an eye on Universe 4 was because he was a rival to Beerus, the whole cat and mouse routine, and the fact that it was revealed that there are gods of destruction more powerful than Beerus, and Beerus said it was an arm wrestling competition, the reason why he lost. And Kitella in the manga was revealed to be the one that beat. I'm guessing it's also in the anime going to be the same thing, because there is no other reason why shouldn't it be. So a lot of things were pointing to him being kind of majorly. And considering how chill he was when it came to Jiren's power and everything else, you could be pretty logically to be assumed that he had someone up his sleeves that could be like, Jiren, you are a whipping boy for me. So yeah. But what we got was not such thing. Like, it's like they originally planned for him to be something, but at the end they just were like, you know what, let's stop with everything. I mean, his design is lazy, his fighters are pathetic. I mean, Link is just a generic orc. The whole spy Ganos, he had a couple of minutes of battle against Master Roshi by the end was defeated by him, even though Master Roshi was already fucking weak enough to get killed. And everyone else was pretty much on scrap battles. And the two secret fighters, the two we were like, oh, what can they do? Oh, ooh, how dangerous are their explosion? Like all that? Guess what? Didn't matter. They were just an ink set and a chameleon. And you know when they were revealed? They got their asses whooped. So yeah, Katera was just a big pile of garbage that was supposed to keep us interested, but the end was just a whipping. Nothing more than a buffoon. Like, Jesus. I mean, you think there'll be at least something, but no, he's just a fuckface. But the reason why he's not any higher is because, I don't know, he wasn't the biggest antagonist, and consider the fact that all his evil deeds were going to come from other his fighters, you can't really put him at any higher. Number 9. Clampdown from Transformers Robots in Disguise. Oh my god, what were they thinking? Although a lot of people are gonna say they are worse Decepticons, which I can agree with, but for me, Clampdown is the worst. Like, for us, his design is alright, but sometimes his whole eye gimmick is a bit, like, why does he look so much like a crap? Plus, why the fuck are they still keeping him around? Like, I get in the beginning, the reason why they had them around was because there isn't that many Decepticons that can join before they get captured. But after the first capture, Clampdown didn't have to be freed. They could be freeing someone else who'd be more powerful. Like, seriously, why the fuck they replace Fracture but kept Clampdown? He was clearly weaker. Like, seriously, one of the first thing in the episode that he appeared in still just said, this guy ever thinks about betraying, I fucking kill him. So why do you have him? And he's just pathetic. He's worthless. I mean, they freed him, but as soon as they freed him, they captured him. He was nothing except a cowardly buffoon. Like, he's more like those one episode Decepticons who just fight for one day and then get captured and fear in the next. But for some strange reason, they had him in. I mean, his other later in the season with Clawtrap came was a billion times better. But for some strange reason, they continued with him. This worthless pile of trash. Number 8. Befana from Miraculous Tales of Ladybug Cat Noir. Now, when it comes to criticizing Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir villains, it's a bit hard because, well, all of the villains are only supposed to be in the final, are supposed to appear around the halfway point. So they have minimum screen time. And even if they are longer in the episodes, they usually can only do so much. But Befana is just garbage. Like, there's some villains who are just too bland, too nothing to even do something. Like, seriously, there's literally a villain that's just a giant baby. But she is just the worst. Like, for starters, the thing is the fact that she's supposed to be Marinette's grandmother, which is an interesting concept, like a family member of Marinette being in the villain, which is great, but here's the thing, we already had that with Kung Fu, who was, I believe, uncle? Or was it great grandpa? No, I think it was her uncle. So it wasn't that unique. Plus, Befana's whole thing was, Marinette didn't want to spend the time of her birthday with me, and she would much rather spend time with her friends. Like, granted, she didn't know that they had a surprise party for her, but that's all her own fault. Like, when her son tries to say, Mom, we kinda have a plan. So let me let me tell you, she basically assumed that he was saying, you kinda don't have any clue. Like, she's kinda justified, but why did she not, like, just want to talk for a couple of minutes? Plus, I don't think there's a reason for her to be absent for as long as she did. So, what the fuck? And also, her whole power, which can turn people into angels and stones, was a bit stupid. Like, seriously, she can turn you either into a serving angel or a stone. And yet, she spends most of her time turning people into stone? Like, granted, she's supposed to say the people who are nice, they get turned to angels, and the people who are bad become cool. She uses the cool thing on her son, and her angel friend, his wife, and on Rose, and everybody else of Marinette's friends become stone. Even though all of them want to protect Marinette, because as far as they know, you're just a crazy villain. And she turns them to stone, and only couple other people who help out turn into angels. I mean, what the heck? I mean, what was she even going to do with them after she turns them to stone? Is she going to like wait for a couple of hours and then free them or something? Because I don't believe she can free people for that whole stone and angel thing. So yeah, she was nothing. Plus, her design is fucking, what the fuck would they even go with it? I mean, it kind of looks like something you see a villain in Christmas special. She's kind of similar to that Santa Claus. So yeah. But for an everyday, it just looks stupid. Where did they even get this idea? I mean, I get the leather part, but what's with the skin and the eyes? And, well, with the hair? Like, what the fuck's up with the hair? Number 7. Golper from Skylanders Trap Team. Oh my god, this guy is trash. Like, really, nothing more than trash. Like, why the fuck did they even have this moron? For starters, his design is literal sludge and it looks disgusting, especially with his open mouth. And also, he's supposed to be like one of the most important villains of the Doom Riders or whatever they're called. And yet, he gets defeated the first. And not like Chompy Mage when it's actually on the whole mission thing. He gets defeated as the first mission you get. Like, really, why is this one, who's supposed to be one of the most important ones, the first one? Like, why? Hell, if you really think about it, if you not include that cheap Doom Raider, which makes no sense if you ask me. Hell, if you didn't even include him and just have Golper, you would get the same fucking thing. He would be basically the first one to capture. And yet, he's supposed to be one of the most important ones? Bullshit. No wonder the Skylanders cartoon didn't even have him in, because he's nothing more than garbage. Like, seriously, what the fuck's up with this buffoon? Number 6. Trouble from One Piece. I think everybody that watches One Piece knows what I'm gonna say. He's annoying. His design is garbage. His Darfoot is disgusting. And the way he speaks is just ugh. And the fact that he's supposed to be one of the bigger antagonists, quite possibly right after Doflamingo, one of the best villains, is just trashy. Like, why the fuck do they even have him in? I mean, he basically does nothing except disgust everybody. Like, for God's sakes, Trevor, what the fuck is even the point of him? Like, I get that his point's supposed to be protecting Sugar and trapping people so she can turn them into toys, but here's my idea. Use Pika for this. At least Pika, would be one-on-one something. This guy is clearly not. Also, just let's talk about his paramecia dog food. Everybody first assumed that his dog food was going to be a Lugia because, well, there was a lot of evidence. Like he wasn't cut because of the shurikens that cut his body over. Like that was pretty much confirmed that he was a Lugia. But yeah, it was revealed that he is actually a paramecia user who's actually just very skinny. And when Luffy punched, he would just punch in this. First, no matter how funny that fan art is of him crunching in to do that, it's still bullshit. Second, are you telling me he deliberately chose to look like this and not have a more intimidating body? Like, what the fuck? Also, if that's explaining why his coat and all that looks slimy, oh, I can believe that, but why does his fucking beard look slimy? He's a fucking buffoon. Like, what the fuck's up with this disgusting pile of snot? Like, what the fuck even is this? Is it like a material that, this slimy material that can change color or something? Like, just trash and garbage. I really hope it's going to be retcon in the end that he actually died when Lara sliced him because he's a freaking buffoon. And the only fucking reason why I didn't put him any higher is literally because I didn't follow Dressrosa arc as it was released. I am following in Big Mom. I began following Big Mom, Tutland in the half, and Reverie and Wano. So lucky I was spared the horror of having him be possibly in every single chapter. But for all those people who had to watch, who were watching Dressrosa from the beginning and the ending, I feel sorry for your people, and how the fuck did you not drop the series? Number 5. Captain Phasma from Star Wars, The Last Jedi and Force Awakens. Now I can basically put Captain Phasma through every material except the comics. And all the other villains like General Hux for being a butt of everyone's joke, or Snoke for being basically nothing and not revealed, for Kylo Ren being a man-child. But instead, I picked Captain Phasma. And you may be saying, why? Well, it's clear that Captain Phasma is only there to push. You see, we're not saying women that women aren't evil. You see, we have Captain Phasma. Seriously, they just used her not just for people to buy her action figures, also just so they can say, you see, we have females as villains as well. Well, guess what, people? Just because you have a female as a villain, that doesn't mean you make it less obvious that you shit on males, especially in white community as a whole, considering all the other ones. And also, for the 2 movies that she is in, she's basically nothing. I mean, the First Awakens, there's a couple of shots with her, but even that, it's mostly badass, intimidating, military person. And, oh, please don't hurt me, oh. Like, what are you saying? Are you, like, seriously, it's like, if a female, if Rey is in danger, she'll be a badass, but if a female that's a villain is in danger, like Captain Phasma is, oh, she's gonna be a wimpy ass. Like, what the fuck? In The Last Jedi, she's clearly only shoved in because they didn't have her die when they throw her in the trash hole. Like, what the fuck? She's nothing. And how fucking terrible is this garbage? That trash of character. Like, if you even move her out of the fucking movies, would you even have anything? No, honest to God, if you have Captain Hux have her role. You could get Kevin Hux more. Granted, in his whole, no one would take him seriously after that, because then he would have to be a wimpy ass. But hell, at least he fucking would make sense because he wouldn't have a protection. Apparently, her fucking armor can protect him from phaser fire, and she's still scared of her fucking hat. Like, seriously? Number 4. Glumgold from DuckTales reboot. Now, a lot of people seem to like his new iteration because in the previous cartoon and comic was pretty obvious he was just Scrooge but evil. But even so, I just cannot have myself liking this buffoon. Like, in the beginning, in 2 episodes, he was somewhat intimidating. Like, you know he's not going to be a one-on-one fighter and basically his butt kicked, but still some intimidation. But after that, he just became a buffoon. He just acts like a buffoon, he sounds like a buffoon, he's just a buffoon. Hell, either he's gonna try to kill Scrooge and being quite literally telling to the whole world that he's going to kill him. I'm not joking. In one episode, he fucking said 3 times this week I'm gonna blow your office if you're good right now, and he fails. Like, what the fuck? And also, in the most recent episode, the Golden Lagoon was something. If you can hear anything in the background, that's because my neighbor is cleaning her apartment right now. So try to ignore that. But anyways, Glumgold is a fucking buffoon. Like, seriously, he nearly killed Scrooge, but throughout the episode entire, he was a joke. So when that part came, I wasn't fucking terrified of him. I was just like, so how did he broke out? So how is he going to fail this time? And also, why he had to turn Scrooge into gold to kill him? Could he just strangle him or use a pickaxe to fucking destroy his brain? I mean, he's just a retard. And the only fucking reason why he's not higher is because, well, he's banning the other ones. Because the other ones are more annoying than anything else. Number 3. Blue Diamond. Alright, so I'm gonna say, Peter, you shouldn't be putting Blue Diamond on this list because, it's soon going to be a special. How with her as one of the major antagonists? Hell, you literally said that in the beginning. Yes, audience, I did say that. But you know what? That doesn't mean I cannot be upset at her, because I can be. If she's going to be a bad villain in the special, I will be. I will fix it. I'll make a video saying I'll be making that video praising her. But right now, she is the bottom. She's the third worst because she is flipping trash. Like, her first appearance was a bit intimidating, like this shadowy person that orders everyone. It's clear superiority. But when we came to the real one, we're like, what the fuck? Like, she's a wimp ass. She cries all the time. It's clear that she's way too emotional. Her fucking powers are emotion based. Which, guess what? Outside of the Steven Universe world, emotions don't affect someone that much. Like, you get no intimidation. And also how she looks above her cloak is just, she doesn't look that physically opposing. And what the fuck's up with her? She looks weak, she looks pathetic. She just sucks. I don't know why people, the only, again, what they're trying to go with. Like, in in closed doors, they are as emotional as some other people, like Ruby. But outside, they pretend like they're emotionless, like Ruby thinks. But in the end of the day, it's just pathetic. I mean, basically, what I get is the way they're gonna defeat Blue Diamond is basically telling her the truth, and she's gonna cry so much that she's not even gonna be able to fucking do anything except cry and cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. Which, if this is one of the possibilities for your villain to be defeated, to have her cry in the entire fucking fight, that's pretty lackluster. And Jesus, she's just crappy. Number 2. That Jackal from Spider-Man 2017, was it? Yeah, I believe it was 2017. Or was it 2016? Who cares? Jesus, these reboots need their fucking new names. Now, the Jackal. You know what? What the fuck did they do with this guy? Like, granted, I was first kind of intrigued, because his design was a bit alright, and his story in the comics was a bit more, for mature readers. So, his whole thing, so I was wondering how they're going to do him in a cartoon. What they did with him was like, they started with him being cool and intimidating, and they keep it, but then when it came to the storyline that was planned from the beginning, they utterly and completely destroyed him. Like, seriously, in Rise of Dr. Octopus, he was basically worthless, basically meaningless, basically nothing. I mean, I believe there's not a single fight he actually is opposing. And in the Spider Island, he just shows up, just why not? Which makes me feel like this thing they were playing from the beginning. Yeah, they were playing from the beginning, but it came out worthlessly. Like, why did they even have him in? I mean, come on, what the fuck does he even do half the time? He's just a weakling. Like, what's supposed to be intimidating about him? Why should we be intimidated if he's still out? I mean, as far as I am concerned, he could be in jail right now, and that'll be fine, and he will be nothing. Like, what the fuck even is he doing? Like, he's nothing. Like, why did they even have him in? He means nothing. Seriously, at the final parts, they just throw him in there just so, well, to keep him around. But honest to God, they could have easily just have an episode in which he gets the fear and falls in jail. And maybe in the sequel they're gonna try something, but for right now, it's just worthless, pointless, nothing. Just pathetic. And the number 1 is Squadron Supreme. I know I'm cheating with this, but I couldn't, from Avengers Assemble. I know I'm cheating with this, but I could not tell which one was worse. Like, how can I? Is it Speed even clearly supposed to be awesome and cool playing, and a whole annoying personality? Should it be Dr. Spectrum and his meanest actions during the whole after his host went away? Should it be Nuke, who basically meant nothing? Should it be Zada, one of the fucking reasons why I hate his Guardians? Should it be Hyperion, and how fucking buffoonish and stupid and easily he's defeated, and how much fucking whoop his ass? Should it be Nighthawk, who for some strange reason thinks that there is not even a 1% chance for them to survive, and he's something? Who can it be worse? I mean, all of them suck. They are trashy. They are meanness. They matter zero. They should all fucking die. All of them are annoying. Even if they're not annoying, they are meanness. Seriously, the best one of these guys is Nuke, who only appears in the final two new episodes of their season. You know that, and the ending of the first part, and then briefly appears in the second part, and gets immediately betrayed for no reason, which makes no which is kind of a retcon if you think about it, because that means they always planned in case someone is more powerful and somehow they're able to beat them, which is no sensical. Plus, the way they kind of made every other hero outside the Avengers completely defeated and unable to do anything, it's just bogus. Hell, I don't think they even defeat Spider-Man. I think they just have a couple of drones tracking his movements and making him corner in the wall. They just suck. They're fucking pointless. They shouldn't exist. They are nothing. They should all just, for all the God's sakes, die. No. Wow, this video is long. But anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And that's it. If you excuse me, I'm gonna go find some girls to play with. And I hope you do too. And see you all people next time. Bye.